Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Grim Moira, and today I wanted to just give you guys a little tour around my Realm server. Mostly just two bases, my own and the actual spawn area, which is mostly maintained and decorated by my boyfriend Ronnie, but has had some help from the rest of our crew. Most of the people on the realm are actually my family members, so it's a pretty laid back, chill realm. A lot of things are undone, so I don't want to give you a tour of everything yet. But we have a lot of fun on the server and like to show off what we've done so far. Starting off, right now we are actually at spawn. You can see here I've decided to get onto this gigantic tower, which is something that Ronnie has made, and kind of show you guys a little bit about what has been going on here. So there we go. Over there he has this honeycomb section, which is actually not complete. You can see the glass there. It's going to be a dome. This is a that's the moss farm, and this is the iron farm. He has this cherry wood store for mob heads, because we have mods on that will drop them once they are slain. That's his mining area, and he has a lot of other cute little farms and stuff around here. And I did put it on peaceful so that we can easily get through this walkthrough. This is his enchanting setup. If you go down here, here's the first floor. Storage space, some amethyst usage. You can see the farms here. And then this is the tower from the outside. I think it looks really nice. He did some really good work on it. This right here is actually the first house that was ever built on the server. I actually made it, and then Ronnie has changed it quite a lot and added a lot more detail to it. If you go over here, there's a sign, and it says, "Hello, you are alive, welcome back," which is like when everybody spawns and their bed broke, they always end up like right here or right here. And then they show up, they see the sign, and that was one of the first things I made, along with this pillar, which I pillared all the way up there so that I could see if there was anything besides ice and snow around here. And let me tell you, there wasn't. But I really love this place, and Ronnie's done a lot of work on it. He's currently right now building up walls, so you can kind of see him here. I think I'll show you from the other side because they look a lot better. That's his nether portal. But he has done some good work on it. He's hoping to put that around the entire area of spawn. And then, like I said, this is the moss farm, which actually has some pretty good outputs. Or sorry, I keep getting these confused. So this one is the iron farm, actually. You can see he put emeralds because he has his like villager trading hall in there as well. And then this is the moss farm, or community farm, so anybody's allowed to take from there. And this is that cherry blossom shop I was talking about. So he's selling these mob heads. I actually went and bought one of these earlier. And then there's a lot of little mob heads over here that you can choose from. I like this one a lot. I believe so. Yeah, it is. Okay. The honeycomb area. He's making it into this dome on the top. But overall, I think it looks really nice. I love the texturing on the floors, even though it's not completely done yet. But he has done some amazing work on his builds, and he's a big inspiration for me. It's a big inspiration about why I wanted to start making videos. And he is who introduced me to Minecraft to begin with. So I'm really thankful to have had such a great teacher and to have been taught as much as I have over the years. Heard like deep dark. What? Oh, okay. So she's put these out here. This is actually my sister Sasha's base. So hers like natural, kind of modern-ish. She has some of her farms over there, the beginning of farms. Some crops. She has a lot of villagers. She has a villager hall over there. which is this building right here. And then this, I believe, is my nephew's base. So this is his. And this house is his as well. And but this is their map, and it looks pretty nice. I like the peninsula and everything else that's going on over here. Ooh, and before we leave, because I wasn't really trying to show off her base yet, because I know she's not finished with it. But I do want to introduce you to a very special villager. Oh, here he is. This is Fabio. Fabio, turn around. Thank you, Fabio. Okay, so he was the first villager to sneak into her base, and we've named him Fabio, because he like went into her basement and like started living with her. And she was like, "That's her man. Fabio's her man." Coming up over here, we have her panda exhibit. Oh, she has a snotty one over there. Oh, there it is. It's so cute. Hi. Hello, hello. Another snotty one way over there too. Okay. But they're super adorable. She loves the pandas. Yes. Go in the hole and sorry, but look up and left. Oh, oh, I see, I see. That's cute. I think my nephew built this right here because he was actually watching me build this upcoming area um that we're about to see once we get across this like little land bridge. It needs to be like a full-on bridge eventually, but it's kind of what we're stuck with currently. I do want to say that the upcoming build was made in part by another creator. I followed their tutorial on how to make it. It was a modern build, and I'm not really used to making anything really modern. But I wanted to make this pretty specific because it was kind of like a joke. Oh, there it is. But it is a McDonald's. um, it was really fun to make. But I did use a tutorial for this, and I will link that below. But there's like this little like playground area. Um, this was really hard for me to make. I was just trying to test like how well I could follow a tutorial and actually like make it look somewhat decent. Um, and I think I did a overall pretty good job on it. It's definitely one of my the favorite things that I have built, but I can't take any like creative credit for it because like I said, it was a tutorial. But I had a lot of fun with it, and I love the little bathrooms the most because they're just like there's like water in them too. Just can't, I just can't. And then I started making this road. This place is eventually going to connect our museum zoo area to my sister Sasha's base over there. So we're going to add some more modern buildings up this way, and I think that'd be a good update for you guys. And we're going to try not to use tutorials for any of those. I just wanted to try to get my head like what the style of modern builds really are and like what they kind of need to be able to work properly. Okay, so we have made it to the museum. Behind me, you can see the actual museum itself, and then there's a diagonal bridge that connects it up there where we're going to be adding in another section of it. But it is not fully complete yet. We're still gathering all of the materials we have. We have a lot of things still put in there, but we want to finish that up before we really show that off. And then here are some of our exhibits. So it is a zoo too. So here's the axolotl exhibit, which my sister Sasha made. I have had trouble with this frog exhibit because even though I have a ceiling and I've put stone over there, this frog somehow still manages to get out of the exhibit. He even had like a leash and was connected to this. You can see the leash is still there, but it's not connected to the frog anymore. It doesn't make any sense. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. But as for other exhibits, we have a mushroom cow exhibit over there. We also have these squid exhibits, and these were based off of the Kentucky Newport Aquarium because when I was younger, they had like the jellyfish, and they made these like lit up glass columns for them to swim in, and I always thought it looked so cool. So I put the squids in there. And I'm going to put the glow squids over here when we have them ready. Over here's going to be like a farm section, so there's gonna be the pig, which looks like has gotten loose. What is happening with these? It just disappears. What is even happening? Do I have any in my shulker box? Okay, it looks like do not. No. Well, we can always get another pig. That's not an issue, but it's just so silly. And then I made this little bridge here, which I love it. I love this little bridge. And then we're trying to get all the fish into this water over here. I've made this sea monster to try to liven up the place because it's pretty barren right now because we're going to be adding like little shops and souvenir places on this area. Horses are here waiting for the barn area to be done. You can tell this is like community chest monster. Like we have so much out here for this area. Um, Over here is the zombified piglins. You can see I put the little mob head in the front, which I thought was a nice little addition to it. But there they are, and I think one of them is named. I made this little enclosure. Oh, can I get up here? Yep. And his name is Baked. I just love him. Real quick, we can visit the bear exhibit. So I made the polar bear, and my sister Sasha made the pandas. Made them a little igloo. One of them was a little cub, and he actually followed me while I was taking his mom all the way here. It was really nice. And I'm gonna go back in and pattern up the floor and the igloo a little bit more, but otherwise I enjoy it for what it is right now. And my sister made the panda exhibit. You saw that she had like the pandas herself in her base earlier, but I think it's really cute, and we want to just have the bears together. I really wish there was grizzly bears in this game. That would be really fun. But I just love it a lot. Okay, now we are heading to my base. My base is 15,000 blocks out from spawn. So right now we are only about 2,000. So we actually have quite a ways to go before we get there, even through the nether. But I have connected it by a rail system. Way to go. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It is a very, very long way to go. While we are waiting, I can talk a little bit about upcoming videos. Me and my sister Erin are planning on making an Atlantis, and I can kind of show you guys us building that and how we're going to go about it, what our ideas are for it. Um, we're going to have to be going into a lot of the ocean monuments and getting prismarine for it. But we are really excited. It's going to be in between my base and her base, which is multiple, like thousands and thousands of blocks in between each other. So we really want to like add some builds in between that, so when we're using elytras we have stuff to view and it's not just like empty terrain that has nothing. And we also thought it would be cool to do like a build together that we were both really interested in. We really want to make like some type of underwater base, and we thought making Atlantis and having that be part of it would be really cool. So stay tuned and subscribe, and you guys should see that in the future. Well, I lost that minecart. My bad, guys. You're really supposed to pull upwards on these last ones. Have reached my nether hub. We have all collectively decided we're gonna start like decorating our nether to kind of represent our builds and our little bases. You might you might be starting to see what mine is. I think mine so far is pretty good. It's not completed. This is pretty bare right now. But I have some mob heads on the wall. So these are passive mobs. These are not so passive mobs. And I have some villager heads on the wall too. And a dragon head, which I got from the end just for this. I made these mushrooms, which I think are really cool because they're like droopy, and they were kind of fun to make. I love the amethyst on the ground. I still have some of my storage over here because I was building up this place recently. It has some entries. And then here is my portal. Welcome to Delphi. This is my portal out here. It's pretty small, but I love what I've done here. I have crops, and I do have some sugar cane, some bamboo, and I've made a little village over here for myself. So a lot of this was a couple of years back, honestly, where I made these villager houses, and they're pretty simple. But I did want them to incorporate the mushrooms because we're on a mushroom island. It's all my own, and some of them look very, very shabby, like this one, and like the one over there. But I think they're kind of cute, and I like them. I don't hate them at all. I think they're pretty adorable. I wanted this place to have like a whimsical vibe. I think I want to get rid of houses like this one and that one. But I had stolen most of the material for it from an actual village where I took the villagers from. And I thought it'd be funny if I built up their houses here because it's like they migrated from one area to this village and then set up shop. Um, but overall, I really enjoy it. And then I started incorporating some nether aspects into it. You see the little dude up there. And I like the blue houses the most, I think. So that one's a favorite of mine. And then this one over here is a favorite of mine as well. Just see the little dude up there. But it's pretty simple. I still have a lot of room to throw things over here. I want to build it up. I want to expand. I have um, like walls, but I want to build an actual wall and make it really cool looking around the entire island. Um, but overall, there's a new chicken. That is why I have so many chickens running around because I just always throw them around. Um, but I'm gonna show you guys up here. So I've been collecting all the ore and the different stones. So this is like normal stone. I still need some emerald and diamond over there. This is deep slate, netherrack, yep. And I used to have a frog here, but like I said, I've been having trouble with frogs. They don't like to stay, and I don't want to let him free because I get scared they're gonna leave. Even name tagged, I don't know what my biggest worry is. Why that's my biggest worry, but it always happens either way. Then if we go down here, this is where my, I guess, quote unquote base would technically be. Here's my enchanted table, some storage, pretty bare. Haven't worked on this part yet. This is where my map room is going to be. It is not complete yet, but you can see the entirety of my island. And I have this giant like rainbow bridge going across, um, which looks pretty wonky on the map, not gonna lie. Then down here is where my storage system is going to be. It is not complete yet. I haven't decorated this at all, but this is where my storage system is going to be. Then I've been working on like a forge area that leads into like a library. So this hallway I worked really hard on. I really like the copper and the texturing on the walls. And then this room I think is my favorite thing that I've built, which is kind of crazy because it's pretty small, but I like it. It's a little forge area. Some lava over here. There's a chimney. Oh, it's just so nice. There's just something about the aesthetic of this room that I can't get enough of. And then I have another hallway, and it's more like cyan compared to the orange. And it leads into what I'm considering to be like lush cave meets library, dark academia, and it's gonna have like stairs leading up to a second level, and it's gonna be like the library on top. I have an amethyst geode that I have created right here, um, and it's just so pretty to me. I love this. And you would think we are almost done, and we are, but we do actually have one more stop. So firstly, we have this little cabin that I built, which I consider to be like my own house. It's kind of supposed to be like witch-esque. And then it hasn't, I haven't done all of the interior designing for the inside yet, but it has started. It's pretty bare bones, like most of my builds. I always do the outside and then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do the inside. But I will get to it eventually. Oh, and then here's where my beds are. And then lastly, the last thing I wanted to show you guys was this statue that I built, which is supposed to be like a villager, like a witch villager, a mushroom witch villager. I call her the goddess of the island. And there are like cakes around as offerings to her. There's some water in front of her. She can like bathe and cleanse by. Um, and at night it's really cool because it all lights up. Her sword is made of like glowstone. But I just really enjoy it, and I think I did a pretty good job on it. I want to go back in and actually retexture the skirt and then change up pretty much all of the stone that's right here, all this andesite. I want to change it into a different material. But I really, really like it, and I think I did a good job on it. Otherwise, I think that is it for this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if you want to see more videos from this realm as we continue to expand and create. And let me know what other kind of videos you guys would like to see in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye!